What is self-religion? Self-religion is the religion of a person. Individually, what the person does is his religion, self-religion. As per individual qualities, if his qualities are bad, then his self-religion goes bad. And if his qualities are good, then his self-religion goes with him very merited. So the self-religion depends on the self-qualities. It depends on the born situation also. Born situation means in which family the person has taken birth. The background of the family is also very important for the self-religion. If his family background is bogus, his mind, his mentality, his everything will be bogus. And he will be defamed personality in the world. And if his family background is very good, then he will be the famous man. He will do something for himself and for his society. As for the social situation, the self-religion is decided. Remember, in which social society you are doing your business, you are doing your life, you are living your life is very important. So the social situation also makes the effect on the self-religion. And in this way, this self-religion depends on the duty. If my society is very dutiful, then I will be a dutiful person. Then this society, this duty will decide my life and I will behave that life in that way. So my point is that the society matters very much to decide the self-religion, the character of the particular person. Then this character, these rules decide the individual rules of the person. Means we have seen many persons in the history. They had the best individual rules, and on the basis of those individual rules, they lived their life and they wrote the scientific books, religious books, as well as they did the best socialism, the best duty, and they went away giving us their treasure of life. So the individual rules are very important. If you are keeping the principles with you, if your individual rules are very nice, then definitely your character will be the best one character. I will give you some examples here. Warrior. Now see, what is the warrior? The warrior is the soldier. In a simple way, I will tell him he is the soldier. Then he will become the warrior. When he will become the warrior? When he will struggle for his country. When he will give importance to moral values. When he will give importance more than his self-life, than his self-family, then he will do something, and then he will be the warrior. So he will get the award from the government. These are the important things which are related with the warrior. Teacher, what is the self-religion of the teacher? The teacher will teach his students very honestly, very lovingly, then that teacher will make the generation very nice. Otherwise, that teacher's self-religion will go to be lost. The farmer's self-religion is to do something good with his farming and to give something good to the society out of that farming. A student is the particular individual, I will say, object who will do always good. He will study hard and he will do something towards his society. It will be his contribution towards his society. Parents, if parents are giving the good treatment to his sons and daughters, and then these parents will be very, I will say, the persons of keeping self-religion with them. In the Bhagavad Gita, in Sanskrit, I will say, it is said that Swadharme nidhanam sreya paradharmi bhayavaha. It means that don't follow others' religion. Means we should not follow the religion of other people. We should follow the religion of ourselves, because self-religion depends on our individual qualities. For example, I will give you here the character of the Pitama Bhishma in the Mahabharata. What happened with this Pitama Bhishma? This Pitama Bhishma did not live his life for self-religion. He lived his life for those Kauravas. What happened finally? Those Kauravas gave him the particular life which they enjoyed. And this Pitama Bhishma's duty, self-religion, is not now accepted more by the people. People say he should be with the rules of, with the principles of Lord Sri Krishna. But he did not go there. He go into the side of the Kauravas. So his self-religion comes into, up to some extent, I will say, come to some extent into the rather wrong position. Nature is there. Our nature, that is, I will say, our disposition. How is your disposition? That is your temperament, your mental condition, how you behave with other people. These things also decide the self-religion. The self-religion can become very nice if your nature is very nice. Qualities. Just we discuss about the qualities. Karma. Now this karma, that is called duties. Many persons are there in the society. We have seen that they have done the best qualities, best I will say social works. That's why they are called, they have been called, they were called the great Karmavir in their life. I will take many names here. I will take the example of Shivaji Maharaja. I will take the example of Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Rama, Lord Ganpati, I will say. These were the Lord, I will say, the Datta. Means these personalities also are working for the self-religion, and the self-religion is with culture and civilization. But today, this self-religion is important. People are talking about this self-religion on the stage, but no one is keeping this self-religion in behavior. And so today, this self-religion is very important, but we are not looking, we are not practicing this self-religion in life. Its nature has been very narrow. People are living for themselves only. They are not thinking of society. They are not thinking of others. If when we go into the metropolitan cities, then we will see that the condition of one neighbor is not known to the condition of the second neighbor. Means the neighbors are not familiar with each other properly. So self-religion, what is the self-religion today? The definition of this self-religion has gone definitely to be lost. If we want to live the self-religion very nicely, then we should live the moral values. Now, what is actually the moral value? If always we are doing the good activities, that is based on the moral value, and when we are doing always the negative thinking, that is against the moral value. So today in this world, people are going more with the negativities. So negativity is not good for life. Positivity is always good for life. If we are happy, then we should say I am happy. If we are unhappy, we should say we are unhappy. These things are called the moral values. Then likings and dislikings. Remember, our likings should be, liking means I will say interest, self-interest, choice. Our choice, our likings should be higher. Higher means what? They should be useful for others and for ourselves. Means we should be always society oriented. We should not have the dislikings, but dislikings are there more, no doubt at all. But we should not think of the dislikings. These dislikings should be channelized very properly by us, and then these dislikings will be away from us, and liking will enter into our life or enter our life, and our life will be very nice, and we will keep our self-religion very nicely. And then we will become the responsible person, and we will become the skillful person. And the next thing I will say, to work under the guidance of others, to work under the monopoly of others, or to work under others is not self-religion. So I will say our beloved, respected King Shivaji Maharaja was there. He did not work under anybody. He worked for himself. He worked for his Swarajya. He worked for his family as well as for his society. He lived for his family very less, but he lived for other people more. And this is called to keep self-religion, to respect self-religion. So to work under others' religion is called the other person's religion. And if we are living our life for ourselves and for our society and for our everything, means for our existence, then it is called the self-religion. Self-religion is the soul progress. When man's soul will be purified, when there will be the purification of man's soul, then man will do something good in society, and that will be the flow in the society, and the life of the society will be very healthy. It will be the soul development. If our soul is developed, then we will do something good in society. That will be good for us, for our family, and it will be good for others' family. So soul development way is also important to keep the self-religion. Then we should be honest to our internal mind, because everything tells us our internal mind, means our internal mind tells us everything. What the mistake we have done is told by the internal mind. How we are is also told by the internal mind. So we should always listen to the internal mind, because internal mind is our friend. Outer mind is not our friend, but always we listen to the mind. We do not listen to the soul, and soul means our internal mind. Karma is found going haughtiness. We should not make any kind of haughtiness. Haughtiness means we are not different from others. We are very equal to other persons. Equality is there. We are not different from others. And haughtiness kills man's character. So the persons who are keeping the self-religion, they don't live with haughtiness. That is the important thing. Then we should not be so selfish, because so selfish is not related with the self-religion, because we do goodness to ours and we do badness to others. So life selfishness is not important. Soul satisfaction, then if we are doing good for us, and if we are doing good for others, then this is our soul satisfaction. It is the soul satisfaction of others also. It is the soul satisfaction of God also, and this is good for society and also for us. So social balancing is created through it, and society is oriented with this. So today I told you this thought, what is religion. Please share, comment my this video, and tell me what I should do for you next in the video. So thank you very much.